leaders after the partition. Okay, so children, during that time, the population, okay, the population of India was very high. Okay, and the poverty was the common thing because because of the rule by the Britishers, they have exploited everything, and they have economically they drained India. Okay, so they took over what all things before when they came to India, children, it was very rich. That means it was rich in spices. Okay, cotton, silk, metals. Yes. Okay, but they just drained the economic resources of India, and at last they quit from India. They left from India, or we forced the Britishers to leave from India, isn't it? Okay, and so there were many challenges. Millions of people, they were unemployed. They did not have any job for their livelihood. And even, children, they do not have even food to eat. They do not have job. And even there was no place to live in because many of them were migrating from here to Pakistan. From there, some people are coming over here to here as refugees. Okay,
and many houses were trashed.
Yes. Okay, and so that children, so that it was a difficult task for the leaders. Okay, they wanted to rebuild our nation. What do you mean by rebuild? That means they wanted to restructure. Yes, they wanted to remake. Okay, what do you mean by remake? Have you seen many of the many of the songs which was there in all the time? It used to remake, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
Sometimes rap and yes, it will add some things into it and it will remake it, right?
Yeah,
remixes.
Remix, yes, remix.
Ma'am, in YouTube also some YouTubers remix original song.
Yes, original song with some of the some bits of music, right?
Yes, some will be very soft,
some
and
will
some will be very hard and rocking like this.
And also the old soft songs will make this times people very rock.
Yes. Okay, so here also the Indian leaders, okay, they wanted to remake or restructure India. Okay, because the society was fully, they were, I have told you about lower caste and higher caste people. The society was following the caste system. People were discriminated on the basis of their religion and caste. Higher caste people, they were getting more privileges, and the lower caste people, they were discriminated. Okay, they were discriminated, which they do not have any freedom even to attend any public function. Even, children, they were not allowed to visit temples.
And not only that, ma'am, they and the lower caste and the higher caste people shouldn't touch or see each other.
Yes, they were termed as untouchables. Okay, they were termed as untouchable. So, children, the first and foremost challenge which was faced by the Indian leaders was the lack of fair laws. There was no proper laws to rule our country. Okay, there was no proper laws to rule our country. They made many laws. Okay, the Britishers, they made many laws, but it all was unfair. Okay, it all was unfair. Okay, so as a result, children, a constitution was drafted. Have told you the chairman, okay, who is the head of the Constituent Assembly? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, yes, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He was the chairman of the Constituent Assembly, and I have told you, children, there were many people, okay, more than 300 delegates from the various parts of the country. They sit and they discussed the problems and they analyzed it, okay, and they have framed a set of rules and laws.
Ambedkar was a lower
yes, set of rules and laws. and so he himself was a Dalit family. So he himself experienced this caste system, the evils of caste system. So the laws and rules that are there, okay, that are there in our constitution, you know, children, it guarantees equality. What do you mean by equality?
When they consider
All the people are same.
the good
Yes.
of the product.
Yes, consider each and every one as equal. Okay, there won't be any discrimination on the basis of their caste, religion, gender, woman and men. Okay, and also poor or rich, financial status or economic background. Okay, they won't consider any of this. See, children, many of the countries, you know, women, they do not have any, they do not have right even to vote. Okay, that means now it is almost okay, but in most of the countries before, when it was a democratic country, I have told you about democratic country. Democratic country means that people are electing their representative. India is a democratic country, right?
Yes.
Regularly we were conducting election to choose our representatives. So in a democratic country only, all people are getting a chance to elect their representatives. Okay, so children, but it was restricted to women in some countries. Women were not allowed to vote. But here in our country, in India, it is not so. Okay, all citizens, okay, irrespective of their caste, gender.
Now 18 people can.
At the age of 18. Okay, all people, all citizens above the age of 18, they can vote. Okay.
They can only people above
18.
Yes.
So the people 18 years old can
18 and above. Okay, when they turn into 18, they can vote.
Turning to 18, they will be an adult.
And
Yes.
not only that, that is a time when we take the license also and the driving.
Sorry?
And that is the time. And that is the time people started to study
Yes. Okay, understood. Okay, so children, so here a set of rules and laws. Constitution, it is a set of rules and laws that should be followed by each and every citizen of India. It is applicable to each and every person. Okay, and it was, okay, the Constitution was drafted and enforced on 26 January
1950.
Yes, 1950. That day we were celebrating as Republic Day. Okay, Republic Day. So who was the chairman of the drafting committee, constituent committee? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, when did the Constitution came into effect? 26 January 1950. Okay, that means hereafter the laws and the rules that are there in our constitution that has to be followed by each and everyone. Okay, it should be applicable to each and every person, and nobody is above this law. That means even if I become a president, that does not mean that I can do anything. Do you think our prime minister or president can he do anything as he wish?
No. All of the people in a democratic
yes. Okay. Here is a citizen. Okay, he is a citizen of India, and so he also need to follow the rules and regulations. See, children, if he has done any crime, just imagine a prime minister or president or any minister. Okay, if he has done any crime, you know, children, he will be punished, isn't it?
Yes, anyone, even if it's prime minister or chief minister, anyone do things that are against the law, they will be arrested.
Yes. Okay. So there won't be any consideration based on their. Okay, they won't consider anything on the basis of their official status or their financial status. That means sometimes maybe they were from very rich family or from poor family. If both have done the same crime, they have to deserve the same mode of punishment, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So children, is this point is okay? Lack of fair laws. Britishers, let me clear it, children, listen to me. The Britishers, they have introduced many laws which all are unfair. Okay, which all are unfair. I told you about Rowlatt Act and all. Okay, so this law, so after when we become independent, the leaders have decided to frame a constitution which contain a set of rules and laws that is equally applicable to each and every citizen. Okay, and it was drafted and it was enforced, okay, on 26th January 1950. Okay, it took 3 years, okay, almost 3 years to complete the work of our constitution. It was the longest written document of all. Okay, and you know, children, I have told you it is not only the work of one single person, it is the work of a group of people which was, okay, there are many articles, okay, there are many articles which contain many rules and laws for the entire country. Is it okay, children? Am I clear?
Yes,
okay. Okay, children. So come to the next point. Keep your textbook with you. So the second problem, see, social and cultural differences. Okay, see children, there were division between higher and lower caste, and there were different regions and culture, different religion and culture. The citizens spoke many different languages. Okay, children, I have told you, the people, the society was divided on the basis of their caste, and they were higher caste and lower caste people. Just we have discussed about them, right? Okay, the society was divided on the basis of their caste and religion. So some people were termed as higher caste. They were enjoying all privileges in the society. But the condition of the lower caste people, it was hard. Okay, it was very hard and miserable. They did not have any freedom. They were regarded as untouchable. Yes. Okay. So that is one of the problem about the culture and the society. And you know, children, the people, they spoke different languages. And also they were following different religion and culture. So it was entirely, see children, India, unity in diversity. Have you heard about diversity? What do you mean by diversity or diverse? Any idea?
No, ma'am.
Okay, diversity, you know, children, the different states in India. Okay, different state in India, it has different culture, different language, different religion, isn't it? It's not the same language we Keralite speak. Okay, it's not the same language that the people of Tamil Nadu is speaking, right? Isn't it? The language, it is different for different states, isn't it?
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then the religion, it is different. Okay, and the culture and their tradition, everything, it is different. So unity in diversity, I'll explain. You will study this later, but unity in diversity means that in spite of all these differences, that means that in India, diverse people are there. That means the people are different in their religion, their caste, their culture, their language, their dress style, everything it is the food style, all are different, right?
Yes.
Okay, but still we are united under one country, that is India, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that is meant by unity in diversity. Well, second point. So unity in diversity means that there are different culture, different religion, different caste, and it was followed by different people. Okay, so you know, children, it was a difficult task for the Indian leaders to unite all these people. Okay, so what was the solution for this? Just underline the sentence in the textbook. Underline the solution. States were created based on common languages. Underline that.
Ma'am. Ma'am, in the India center, many states speak in Hindi.
Yeah, Hindi is our official language, right?
Nobody said the most northern part and center is usually speaking English.
Okay, underline, children. States were created based on common languages and linguistic state. That means common, based on the common language, the geographical areas were rearranged. Okay, we know that the people, those who speak Malayalam, we are here in Kerala, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, and Tamil speaking people, they are in Tamil Nadu. So India was rearranged, okay, based on their common language. Linguistic state. Linguistic state means that based on the language the majority speak. Okay, states were rearranged. And all the citizens of India were granted equal status by the Constitution. Here, equal status, I have told you about universal adult franchise. All are getting a chance to vote. When they turn into 18, they'll be getting a chance to elect their representatives. Okay. They won't be discriminated on the basis of anything. Okay. So the first, they have made a set of rules and laws that is applicable to each and every citizen. And secondly, you know, children, the people, they speak different language, they follow different culture and religion. Okay, it was different for different people. So they arranged or they rearranged the geographical area based on their common language. Okay, linguistic states. Linguistic states means that based on the majority language which was by or used by the people of that area. Okay, so it was rearranged and all citizens are given equal status. Okay, that means that all are considering as equal. And the third, okay, the third point, you know, children, little growth in agriculture. So I have told you during that time there was no industries. Okay, there was no industrial development or industries. Okay, so most of the people were engaged in agriculture, isn't it? Agriculture was the main occupation of the people of that time. And you know, children, what the Britishers have done?
Ma'am, I know.
Yes, they compelled the farmers to produce certain things which had a huge demand in European markets, isn't it?
And
so they brought all these things at very cheap rate and they sell it at a high rate. Yes. Okay, in their market. Okay, so the farmers during that time, they do not have even freedom to decide, okay, what they have to be produced, okay, what they want to produce. And even after the production, you know, children, most of their means most of their production or most of their income they spend as giving taxes. Okay, because the main occupation of the people was agriculture. So these were the people, the peasants or the farmers were the people, those who were paying taxes to the British government. Okay, and you know, children, it was the condition of the farmers during that time. It was very sad. Okay, we have discussed about Mila Darpan, right? A novel, okay, written, yes, and it just exposed the misery of the indigo farmers. Yes, indigo farmers. So you know, children, so the Britishers.
Ma'am, what is indigo?
It is a crop, Srihari, it is a crop that used to dye the clothes, usually to give blue color.
Oh,
yes, yes.
I think I have it here in my house, in my backyard. Ma'am, it is
not like Ujala. Ujala, we were using that to give some whitish color, right?
Yes.
This is like a dye. Dye means, you know, to give blue color even to some of the dresses.
Ma'am, is it that plant's leaf? Is it broad?
Indigo.
Indigo color?
Yes. Okay. That something, the meaning, you know, blue, something which is related to the color blue. Okay.
Maybe it's Latin.
Okay. So the farmers, okay, the condition of farmers, they were paying huge taxes to the Britishers, and they do not have even freedom to decide about their production, about their own production. And most of the farmers, they were paying rent. Okay, even, and if they fail to pay the rent, you know, children, their land would be taken by the Britishers. Okay, that means most of them, they were paying high taxes. If they fail to pay the taxes, their land would be taken by the Britishers. So many of the farmers, they have lost their land. Okay, so, you know, children, to bring the society or to bring our economy better, or to, I have told you, there were unemployed people. There were many unemployed people during that time. Many of the people, they do not have job at all. Okay, so the Indian nationalists, they have decided to improve the condition, improve the condition of farmers. So they have set up many plans to improve the farmers' condition and green revolution. Underline, children.
But really green revolution means that they give fertilizers.
Yes.
But
to improve.
There also cost problems also for farmers.
But they could earn for themselves, right? They can recover from their poor economic background.
But should be because they use pesticides and all to kill the.
Underline the sentence, children.
Trees, right, ma'am? So that's why when too much pesticides and
during independence, the majority of Indians lived in the villages. Underline that, please. Farmers depend on the monsoon for their survival. Monsoon, what do you mean by monsoon?
In the
rainy season, yes. And the British forced farmers to produce only certain crops. So which all things which had a huge market in their European markets, so a demand in their market, but only things the Britishers were asked to produce. Okay, so even they were depending on monsoon for their harvest. Okay, so what was the solution? That also you need to underline. Many agricultural reforms were taken. The Green Revolution, a plan was set up to improve the farmers' condition. Green Revolution gave the farmers modern tools and methods of farming because they could increase the yield of their land.
Yes.
So they were given modern tools and even farming, methods of farming So they could improve their production. So children, this we will discuss. Okay, about Green Revolution, I will explain much about